Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Python Lesson 3, Basic Arithmetic Operators. This lecture is by yours truly, your favorite teacher, Mr. Westfall. In the last lesson, you learned how to create a variable and assign it a value. You also learned about a few different data types in Python. We talked about strings, integers, and floats. And even though it's not mentioned on here, I also taught you how to output that information to the screen using the print statement. Okay, I want you guys to open your OneNote class notebooks, create a new page in your Unit 2 folder and name it 2.N3, Lesson 3, Math Operators. You're going to want to take notes when prompted. They're going to help you answer the questions that are at the end of the video. Today's lesson is going to focus on math in Python, and you're going to learn about addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, and exponentiation. You might be asking yourself, what's an operator? Consider this expression, 4 plus 5 equals 9. The 4 and the 5 are the operands, and the plus sign is the operator. So I'm going to teach you guys about different mathematical operators in Python. So here is a list of the basic arithmetic operators used in Python. Please copy this chart to your notes. This is, let me see if I can get my thing here. This is the symbol for the addition. This is for subtraction. Multiplication is the /, and then the asterisk or the star is for division. I'm going to demonstrate how each of these works next. Okay, I'm just going to show you guys really quick how these operators work in Python. I'm going to assign two values here, x and y, and I'll just run through real quick and show you the outputs. So if we want to add x and y together and then print the result, we're just going to add this plus sign operator in between. When we run it, we get 30. Okay, let's see what happens when we use the minus. It's 20 minus 10. Dividing should be 2. And then if we multiply, you'll see that it is, we use the asterisk, we see that it's 200. Okay, so again, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division are pretty straightforward. You just have to put the operator in between the two values. In addition, pardon the pun, of adding two numbers together, this plus operator can also add a string value to another string. And as you guys learned about in the last lab, this is called concatenation. So make sure if you're working with numbers, right, if you want to do math, make sure that your variables are integers or floats. Because if you don't, let me show you what happens. So once again, I want to reiterate the importance of using numbers. So integer or float data types if you're working with numbers and you want to do math. If you put your numbers in quotations, it makes them a string. So if you try to, say, do math with them, print x plus y, it doesn't do math. Okay, so where you're expecting 20 plus 10 to equal 30, what it's going to output is 2010. The reason being is because it's concatenating these two string values. So it's taking the 20 and just basically tagging on the 10 to it and outputting that answer. So make sure if you're, again, working with numbers, if you want to do math, make sure your data types are either integers or floats, and not strings. Now I'm going to teach you about some more advanced operators. Those are the modulus or modulo and exponentiation operators. So let's talk about exponents. The exponentiation operator is performed by placing two asterisks or two stars in between two numbers. This performs exponential or power of calculation of two numbers. So here's an example. 2 with two asterisks, and then a 3 means 2 times 2 times 2, or if you want to think about it in terms of math, it's 2 to the power of 3. And the last one I want to teach you guys about is modulus or modulo. And this is performed by placing a percent sign in between two numbers. What this does is divides the left-hand number by the right-hand number and then outputs the remainder of the division. So once again, it just gives us the remainder of two numbers being divided by one another. Okay, let me show you guys how this works. Okay, I'm going to show you how exponentiation works. We're just going to simply print 2 to the power of 3. Okay, this is 2 times 2 times 2, which gives us 8. Don't mistake the double asterisk for multiplication, because 2 times 3 and 2 to the power of 3 are completely different. So when you see the double asterisk like this, it means 2 to the power of 3. Modulus, or modulo, gives us the remainder of one number being divided by another. So if I print 10 modulo, or modulus 2, I get 0, because 2 goes into 10 evenly. If this is a 3, my remainder is 1, because it only goes in 3 times. 3, 6, 9, with the remainder of 1. Hopefully that makes sense. This isn't division. It's not 10 divided by 3 equals, right? That'll give us a different result. That's 3.3333, right? Repeating. Modulus takes this number, divides it by 3, and gives us the remainder of that division. Okay? So because this does not fit into 10 an even amount of times, we have a remainder. This is what our remainder is. Hopefully that makes sense. Please note that just like in math class, PEMDAS applies. So parentheses, exponentiation, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. That is the order in which the computer solves math problems. So keep that in mind. Okay, here are your exercise 4 directions. I want you guys to create a new trinket. Name it XXU2E4. Of course, you want to substitute the 2 X's for your initials. Type the code that follows and get it to run. I've not posted the code yet, so you just have to wait. You're going to use the output of the code to answer a few of the questions in the video. And additionally, you're going to have to submit the code to Schoology. So submit me a link for U2E4 when completed. So here's the code. Okay, now I want you guys to answer the questions in the video. Some are going to be based on the output of running the program that you just typed in, and some will be based on the lecture. So hopefully you were paying attention and taking notes. As always, thanks for watching. This is Westfall. Please stay tuned for the questions.